In every generation there is a chosen one. She alone will stand against the vampires, the demons, and the forces of darkness. She is the Slayer.
Like it takes time. It takes time. And I get that.
Well, in another, I mean, it is ridiculous. And you said this, and I'll say it, but like, it doesn't make it okay. But like,
no,
the internet acted like you invented infidelity. And it just.
Nick Viall, you hypocrite. You two-timing, lying, opportunist, fake feminist are gonna go and go, the internet acted like you created infidelity. You're jumping on the bandwagon that same tired cliche of it's not like you murdered someone when you yourself were going at him, dragging him, and now you're jumping ship because you see the tides possibly turning and you have no integrity allegedly. And so now you're just like, yeah, the internet. It's the internet, right? It's all the people. Act like you invented infidelity. Sir, nobody ever thought that. And why do you have to bring it to those kind of comparisons? Like, it's not like he killed someone. It's not like he's the first person to ever cheat. That doesn't absolve him, or that doesn't mean that you get to dictate or control how people react to that behavior of someone they've been watching on a reality show, sharing their life for 11 plus years, and not even the act of it. You're dumbing it down, and you know better because you profited off of this and you went live about it and you did your podcast about it. So you know better. So dumbing it down to just infidelity, and you know it's not that. You know it's not that. You know it was a pattern. It was continued behavior. It was more about the cover up. It was more about after being caught and how he treated Ariana and how he spoke to women and the us being able to see behind the curtain of these toxic men that were protected by Bravo for so long. And now you're going to jump right back into your male privilege and your toxicness, and you're going to go, oh no, it was just cheating. Who hasn't cheated? Natalie, are you listening? Are you listening, Nat? Because this is gross.
Gag me with a spoon.
Sad reality of relationships. And then and I think that's what's fascinating about Sandoval, because so many people were trying to understand why it blew.
Like you were doing that. All these people understanding, talking about, that was you. Pretending you understood. Pretending you gave a shit. Please. Nicole Larson, exactly. Thank you for the super chat. He needs a mommy, not a girlfriend. Yep. And he is too old to be raised. And he's got to pay his mommy back because he still owes her $250,000 allegedly.
I've spent lots of time with Tom's mom. She's a really smart, strong, fun lady to be around.
My mom's a firefighter.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. 28 years.
Blew up the way it did. As if
it's still somewhat of a mystery, but it's
still somewhat of a mystery, but it's
somewhat. I understand.
Yeah, you became the poster child of.
Did you hear that? He said it's still somewhat of a mystery why Sandoval was as big as it is. He doesn't get it. He doesn't try to get it. He doesn't want to get it. He's still the victim of his own crime. There he sits. Yeah, it's still. Yeah, I still don't get. It's still weird. Still weird.
Go away, you adulterer! Absolutely, you adulterer!
Of that, probably unfairly so. But
great point, Bonnie. Bonnie says Nick's wife faced Tom's rage last interview. Nick was there and did nothing. I remember that. Could be why she's not there today. Is that the last interview he did? Yeah, she did. She experienced firsthand Tom raging out on her, and Nick didn't do shit. And now he's simping for the guy. Just call Nick Viall Tom Cruise or Tom Cruise. Also, whatever that other name, the other guy Cruise is. Why do I want to call him Tom Cruise? What the fuck? Weird. Oh, in Texas's name again. Ted Cruz. Just call him Ted Cruz. Because you can literally just treat his lady any type of way, and he's still gonna simp for you. Just like good old Ted ass Cruz and Tom Cruise, allegedly, and Tom Cruise.
As that period was that you're better for it. And
Shiv says cannot stand Nick Viall. He's a shapeshifter. He's a perspective. And it's not because he sees, it's okay to evolve your perspective and you get more information and you're like, oh, okay, now they have this information in front of me and a better understanding. No, he's following, he's an opportunist at this point. That's what it appears to me. He's following the opportunity, what he thinks. He doesn't stand by anything he says. When everyone was calling Tom, he's like, I better get on that train. And now he sees the tide shifting a little bit. He's like, I better get on that train. He's Ted Cruz. Just call him Ted Cruz. Just call him Nicky Cruz.
So much.
I'm not saying, I wouldn't do it. And people, I don't want people to throw that in your face.
But,
I'm just saying.
Meeting her and being with her, it's like, who knows? You know what I'm saying? And so it definitely gave me a swift kick in the ass. You know what I mean? And
not a big enough one.
So many ways. It was a real eye opener.
I love how Tom's expecting us. Here's how Tom thinks we're expected to believe he suffered. Okay. Tom Sandoval. Yeah. It was horrible. People turned against me so much so that he was able to get on more TV shows than he ever was in his life. He was able to sell tickets, allegedly, to his karaoke shows. He was able to go on tour, even though he can't sing. And he went on tour as a lead singer. He was then able to date a model who used to date Leonardo DiCaprio. Oh, sir, no one has suffered the way Tom Sandoval has suffered. So you're with a hot model lady, which, all you value is looks anyways. And you got more opportunities on more television shows, which is also something you value than you ever had before. You wouldn't have gotten on Traders or any of these other shows just being Tom Sandoval on Vanderpump Rules before Scandal. So miss me again for the millionth time with, I have suffered so much. And then you got with a hot young model who dated Leo. Yes, you sure have suffered.
And a real, true, like hard knocks learning experience. And it definitely toughened me up in a lot of ways. And it gives you.
You're still a diaper baby to me, sir. I don't know how you got tough because you are still a fragile, fragile man.
It feels like an emotional orgasm.
A hardcore reality check. You also get this
Hardcore. Maybe your porn, but not your reality, sir.
when they call like what I'm doing, being on a reality show, a double-edged sword. You see that double-edged sword.
Yeah, because the sword is like this. You see the rounded tip of the double-edged sword.
That one side sometimes a lot bigger than the other. But
That's what she said about your dick.
it's been cool too. Like, with moving on, seeing like going and doing.
It doesn't really seem like you've moved on. You're still talking about it like all the time. And you were just on Watch What Happens Live making digs at Ariana not doing shit to sell the house, even though you're squatting. And you're breaking up with your girlfriend on Instagram Live. And you said you were going to live with her. And then you're like, oh no, she lives with her dad. What? So seems like you're doing the same thing. Still lying. Still making excuses.
Doing something like Traders, and Special Forces, and then going to do Traders and just.
Yeah, would you have been able to do Special Forces or Traders without Sandoval? No. So you are just getting rewarded for your bad behavior, just like Jack's never going to change.
Like, coming back from something like that and moving on and moving to the future, like how, it becomes exciting to like, go from down here to like keep, you know what I'm saying? Like keep moving.
So you admit you've gotten more opportunities and you're progressing in this reality TV world. So no one's really holding you down.
Forward and keep going ahead and seeing new challenges and seeing like light at the end of the tunnel slowly get brighter and brighter and brighter. And that's been really amazing, especially with her and just in experiences in life,
Were you surprised, as your time on Traders kept going and you were still there and, obviously
I was shocked
that people were just, and some, you could see it online. People were just like begrudgingly being like, oh, fucking God, like that must have felt good.
Yeah, it did. It did actually, whether they were laughing with me or at me.
See, Nick is noticing and mentioning the Traders response of people being like, oh, this guy's funny. So now Nick's jumping on the bandwagon. I guess he's not that bad. Nick, you stand for nothing, Nick Cruz.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, people were begrudgingly like rooting for you. There's a lot of like,
no,
yeah,
if nothing else, people were glad you were on their television.
Not really.
They could at least acknowledge they enjoyed watching you.
No.
So that must.
Did you watch it?
Traders? Yeah.
Yeah.
How good was the doll challenge?
How good was the doll challenge? Baby, they were laughing at your boyfriend, not with him.
I regret every moment that I stood up for you, defended you, supported you. You're worth nothing. And I want you to feel that deep in your soul. I want you to hear those words coming from the mouth of the woman that stood by you and loved you.
Any last words before we never speak again?